I had to show you this. Look how my turtle drinks his water. Legs in the air. Birdie be wildin'.
Oh my gosh, they do look like marbles. Speaking of, I'm looking for a granite countertop right now, man.
I'm watching Joey the Gypsy talk about how he got off of heroin. Y'all know I'm a recovering addict, right? Most of y'all know anyway. And so, I like to watch other successful recovering addicts talk about their life after recovery and even their addiction, because if you want to be a good teacher, you have to keep learning. We were just out there watching the eclipse. My whole family was out there. On the balcony, it was me, Fire, and Judah, and then Judah friend, and now all the boys are in there in the studio, laying a track. Well, they're writing a song, and Fire went to her homegirl's house. Fire did my hair earlier. She braided it. She has to redo 2 of the braids. She gotta learn how to slow down. But yeah, she got her own little braiding business or whatever. She's only 15. I'm very proud of Fire. I'm proud of all of the kids. Even my other 3, I have 3 other kids, Joshua, Leviathan, and Avalon. I have 6 kids altogether that I had with my ex-husband, who has passed away in the past year. So the other 3 are grown, and we don't really talk because not all relationships can be salvaged. So 3 live here, 3 live there, but everybody is successful. It is what it is. This was agave nectar, lemon juice, and hot water. This is how I break my fast. This helps like detox my system and with gut bacteria. I have really started taking my health seriously. I really have. So I moved my chair, and I've been doing this 3 times a day because you know that's my number. And I will put my yoga mat in front of my workstation, and I'll work out while a YouTube video is playing. I don't want to be dormant anymore. Ever since I read my birth chart and found out that my anxiety comes from a lot of me not moving around, that energy needs to flow. And when I'm not active, that pent up energy can turn into anxiety or aggression. So I've been working out a lot. And for me, working out at all is a lot. But I could do more. I'm going to push myself to do more. This is a new season for me. And I don't really like getting my hair done, but it's something that I need to do because it's a form of self-care. And I feel like it's everything that I've been trying to avoid are the things that I'm going to start doing. So moving into this new season, I'm going to honor my emotions and follow my passion. If I start a sentence with I don't feel like doing such and such, whatever I say is exactly what I'm gonna get up and go do. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of my damn self. I'm tired of my own excuses. I ain't putting up with it no more. I'm not going to. I don't accept excuses from my kids, and I give them such a hard time. I stay on their behinds about everything. So I ordered these glass bottles from Amazon. I think like almost 20 of them came in a box. And so I take these essential oils, and I'll drop about 20 to 30 3 different flavors, and I'll drop them in here, and then I'll put filtered water, shake it up, and I have these aromatherapy sprays because, as you may or may not know, I am healing from bipolar disorder and PTSD. Really, I think I'm just spiritually sensitive, but whatever, I'll play along. I'm bipolar. I don't feel comfortable taking medication. I'm a recovering addict. I don't want to be reliant upon a medication that may not even be available one day. What happens then? So I just want to be able to work through my trauma, even if it takes a number of years of being celibate and solitary and strictly focused on healing. I'm willing to do that so that I don't have to damage my body in other ways by taking antidepressants, because I've taken antidepressants before. I had nightmares. I wasn't creative anymore. I couldn't hear God's voice. I felt lost. I gained weight. It wasn't for me. I don't trust the synthetics. I don't. Now, that being said, I do feel like there is a space where antidepressants are useful. Depressive episodes, manic episodes, sometimes you're having a psychotic break. You do need some form of medication to come out of it based on the way that our system is set up. if people had more supportive homes and had access to plants and herbs and their environments weren't so volatile, I believe they could be healed in a holistic way. But I feel like it's irresponsible to try to tell people who have severe mental health issues not to use medication, and that's not what I'm doing. Because sometimes people try to come for me. I'm just sharing my experience, because there are also other people out there who have mental health disorders and they can't take medication for whatever reason, and they use other means to manage their emotions and their conditions, and I'm just telling my experience. So I'm not advocating one way or other. You do what you want, you grown. Anyway, so I make these little aromatherapy sprays, and when I went to college the third time, I took this aromatherapy class, and because I wanted to learn more about mental health. And I already knew that, medication wasn't going to be for me. So I went to college to just learn about things I was interested in. I didn't necessarily go to get a degree in anything. And I ended up getting a certificate in certified nursing assistance, because my adopted mom had been a nurse, a whole nurse, a real nurse at one point. And she kind of, I'm not going to say she bullied me into getting a certificate, but she was pressuring me, definitely applying pressure for me to get a degree. And I felt like if I would just get my CNA real quick, it would shut her up. Which it did, but then she just started telling me how I wasn't good enough about other things. So it was no point in me doing that. But yeah, I really just wanted to go to college to learn about things I was interested in. I took marketing classes. I took graphic design just because they gave me this assessment and I scored so high in math and art that they said I should take that. And I took it just because... Well, I'll tell that story one day. It doesn't matter. I just took it. But creative writing, earth science. And then my third year in college, I started studying quantum physics, but not as a class in college. I was in college when I started studying quantum physics independently. Yes. I almost said interdependently. But that ain't right. This is my new book because there's missing parts of the Bible. So, yeah, I had to get that. And then also had to get that because that's the rest of the missing books of the Bible. Apocrypha. See? Hiding information. I'm going to read it. I started reading it the other day, and it was this, lost gospel of Moses where he was basically prophesying what's happening right now. And it whole ass said that the chosen were going to go up into a spaceship and go to a place where there's no sun. It's crazy. I love how people try to talk about the Bible and don't even read it. And then the ones that did read it, they try to act like they understand it. And I don't know if they know that it's missing parts out of it. And I mean a lot of it. Like a lot of it. Like thousands of pages. If you only take one word out of a sentence, it changes the entire meaning. Can you imagine how much more of the Bible would make sense if you read all of it? Some people don't even research who wrote the Bible or where it came from. And they don't know that a lot of those passages, most of the Bible, almost all of it, came from ancient texts. Yeah. It's very important for you to question everything, yo. I don't believe in anything anybody... I've always been that way as a child. Like, you would tell me something, and maybe it's just, intuitively you know when something isn't true. It's not so much that the person is lying to you. It's that the person has the wrong information, only have a piece of information, and you feel like, something ain't right. Let me go double check that. I've always had that in me. And I used to get my ass beat over it because they felt like I was being disrespectful. How am I being disrespectful? Because I'm asking you a question. I feel like me asking you a question triggered you because you know you don't know what you're talking about and you want to take it out on me. I got my ass beat all the time. Because I ask questions. Because you're not just going to tell me any old thing and I'm just going to believe it. No, sir. Those days are over if they ever were. Oh, God, bars. But yeah, no. I'm not just going to believe anything you tell me. And then to come, and it's like, it all started with the Santa Claus lie. You got me sitting up here writing heartfelt letters to this dude that don't even exist. Then you turn around and expect me to believe anything you try to tell me about God. I've been had my own mind since a young age. That's why I stayed in books and stayed outside. I always ran away. Always run into the woods. Because these people are crazy. Trying to feed me nasty things. Telling me lies about stuff. Exposing me to things I shouldn't be around. My childhood was terrible. And that's why I give my kids everything. I don't care. I'm going to give them everything so that they don't go seeking that in others. We don't know these people. And you're going to have to prove something to give a call to this family. Yeah. Forget that. I'm showing my children their worth. Nobody ever did that for me. I'm going to do that for mine. For real. You're going to have to bring a lot to the table. Relationships need to be equal. I'm not going to have my kids go through what I went through. I can take it though. I'm going to turn it into a song. We're going to be rich. I already feel rich, though. I'm not going to hold you. I wake up. My house is perfectly clean, smelling like bleach. I got my little pretty cat, my little turtle. I wake up. My kitchen is clean. Had me a little lemon drink. And, yes, I feel rich every day. My sheets are clean. My windows are clean. My bills are paid. We eating good over here, eating natural foods. And, like, you can't tell me I'm not rich. Who ain't rich? Who is not rich? My family loves me. I love them. I can write, my mind works, you know, I can think. I have the faculties of my own mind. You know what I'm saying? I just be sitting here coming up with philosophies and shit. Yo, life is good. It's challenging. I'd rather be dead, but life is good.